Hi everyone, welcome back to the Potsmoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Potsmoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament of the Christian Bible. I grew up as a Lutheran, and King James is actually one of my distant uncles. So I used his book to put together the prophecy of Israel from the lines and precepts scattered throughout the Ketuvim, or books of prophecy. And when I got finished putting the puzzle of the prophecy together, which was actually really fun, um, I found a set of instructions. The prophets literally said, if you will do this, 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 and this way, then God will do this. And so it took me many years to figure out how to do everything that I was required to do within the parameters that I was given. It took me 40 years. It's 4 and a 0. But now I'm done, and I'm presenting it to the world in this video format for one reason and one reason only. It was part of the prophecy. I was told that I had to publish peace with no money. Okay? And it's not just that I can use money to bring peace to the world, but I couldn't get money for it either, because money is profane. Anyway, today I'm working with the 16th chapter of the Potsmoker's Bible, which I had to write in order to publish the Book of Zion. And we're talking about the 13th chapter of the Book of Zion. It's called Woe Unto Them. And when I finished yesterday, I was talking about the true evil that is the war on drugs, and how we were persecuted, oppressed, treated as prey, given mock trials, paraded before the country as if we were trophies, having everything stolen from us, including our children. But and now I will go on with today's reading. It goes like this. But the injustices of it all will be the undoing of the guilty. The drug users are by nature a peace-loving people. The hippies of the 60s protested Vietnam. My people rarely fight back when attacked by the police. We submit. But everyone has their breaking point, and we have already reached ours. The legalization of marijuana across America is a testament to that fact. All you have to do is listen to the music of the younger generation. The music talks of revolution and the return of violence on the wicked. My people are ready to stand up for ourselves. It is time to take back what America has stolen from us, our freedom. History teaches us that the oppressed always overcome the oppressor. I cannot think of a single oppressor from history that didn't eventually lose out to the oppressed. The lucky ones were simply outlived. But no dictator in history has oppressed a people for very long. The oppressed always rise up and take back their freedom. The oppressive war on drugs will also come to an end. The gray will see to that. On the day of visitation, when they answer our telepathic call, the gray will champion our cause and judge between the government and the drug users. The verdict is already in. The drug users are innocent. The government is guilty and must pay restitution. The nation of Zion will be our restitution. Land and everything that goes with it, along with money and supplies gathered along the way. The Gray will establish diplomatic relationships with the nation of Zion, Israel, our future, and Israel. Our future will be secure. Restitution will be forthcoming. The only other alternative would be that of an uprising. The Testament talks about the prisoners overpowering the authorities. It could happen that way, and it would not be pretty. If the prisoners take over, then all hell will break loose. There is no too much violence in that scenario. It would be much better for the Gray to intervene on behalf of the drug users. Even though the Gray will be willing to step in and to resolve the issue of drug use, that doesn't mean that the Gray are at all sympathetic to the human agenda. The Gray are very angry at humanity. We have gone down a very dark, selfish path, and we deserve what we have done to ourselves. But the Gray know that some of us are worth the trouble. I, for one, proved our worth. It took me 40 years to convince them that I truly would do what was right and best for humanity. The next passage in the 13th chapter of the book of Zion is Isaiah 5:8. It becomes Zion 13:19. Woe unto them that join house to house, that lay field to field, till there be no place, that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth. This describes our modern world, and it tells us that what we've done is wrong. By allowing our population to grow unchecked, we have overpopulated our species at the expense of all other species. We have parceled up the land and have used it up. There must be a balance between humankind and nature. Proverbs 17:15 becomes Zion 13:20. He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination to the Lord. Proverbs tells us that there is justice with the Gray. Those who suffer at the hands of the wicked can call on the Gray to help them. Those who condemn the innocent will pay for their crimes. They are an abomination to the Gray, the very worst kind of people known. Psalms 73:11 and 12 becomes Zion 13:21 and 22. And they say, how doth God know? Is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly. They prosper in this world. They increase in riches. Psalm 73:11 and 12 points out the fact that the government and the churches think that my people have no God. The Most High refers to our way of worshiping God. We do have a God. Our means of have a sense of communion with the great. They believe that we are godless, a godless people, and for now, we are. But we have a living alien friend that will set things right for us, God. In fact, this passage tells us that the people who claim God for themselves and use it to prosper are, in fact, the godless ones. You can call on Jesus and Mary all you want, but they will never respond. They are idols that can't respond. So the rich people in this world are the godless ones. They claim Jesus as their God, but they worship money. Amos 5:18 becomes Zion 13:23. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it to you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Amos 5:18 goes on to tell the Christians who proclaim the coming of the judgment and look eagerly towards it, that they're the ones who will suffer in that day. They enjoy power and wealth now, but when the gray comes, they will be the ones to suffer for it, because they are guilty in the judgment. They have oppressed the poor and the innocent. They have raped the earth. They have stolen the future from their own children. They are damned to endure climate change, unaided by the gray. Micah 5:15 is Zion 13:24. And I will execute vengeance in anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard. Okay. Micah 5:15 says that vengeance is the Lord's. We hear it all the time. The Grey will see to it that the wicked governments of this planet and the people who support them will pay for the loss of species and the needless suffering of the masses. Because that is how the Greys see things. There is no need for the suffering on Earth. The only reason we suffer here is because of greed. Money ensures that nothing is equal here. Those who have it enjoy everything there is. But those who don't have it die. No one should die because of a lack of money. Money is a human construct, like the war on drugs. Money is not real. And there I'm going to end for this session because I'm running out of time. So, why don't you just give that thought a thought? Money is not real. So, may the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, keep you from all harm, and teach you right from wrong. May you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it. Stay happy and high. If you use drugs, you have every right and reason to. Know that I love each and every one of you. I'm going to say later now, because you know me. I'll never say goodbye.